Hey, it's Heather here. For anybody that's a first time viewer, never seen me or whatever, I get on here and vlog and talk about my life. And apparently, I've mentioned YouTubers, and apparently, I just got reminded of one that I mentioned, and I didn't even think anything about it, in all honesty, because life's life, and hell, you watch people, and like, I ain't nobody of any status, like high up or whatever. And it's just normal conversation to be like, hey, I watched this. Hey, I like this person. And the only reason I'm even into that and I just woke up is because somebody released something, and so I got a notification. And there is a line in their song, and I'm just like, really? And so I'm like, I don't even know. Like, there's just too many fucking coincidences and shit, and I'm just like, fuck my life. Like, I don't even know. It's like, I done battle depression. I'm done going through stuff. And the reason I woke up is because my cat, bless his heart, he has had, like, his stomach tore up the past 3 days. And I don't know, um, there was a turkey bone that was left sitting out. And I don't know if the dog or if he ate it. And then he was out about a week ago for a couple hours. Or it ain't even been a full week ago. I might actually have to go back and look at my videos and see, because I talked about, like, oh shit, let me check on my cat. And hopped up, and he was outside for a while. And so I played it off the past 2 days to be like, oh, maybe it was just, like he's caught a cold and the stomach virus, because he acts lively for the most part, like he always has. Like, he's 10 years old, so he's an older cat and everything, but he's just had the runs, bless his heart. And I'm starting to worry about him. And then my landlord around here, like, she's been known to put out poison for rats and stuff and everything. And then even at that, a rat could eat it, and then he could have ate it. And I'm worried, and I'm sitting here. But I'm like, I think it would take longer, and I think he would be in some type of pain or agony or something. And instead, he just acts like he just is slightly sick, I guess is the best way to word it. So fingers crossed that my cat's all right, because if not, I swear to God, like, I don't fucking know. I cannot handle him not being all right. I cannot handle any type of big, bad, tragic anything. And like, I had a dream about him months ago that I woke up one morning and that I'd left him out and that he had got ran over. And then after I had that dream, there were two cats that did get ran over. And they were strays that I'd never even seen, and I would find them when I would be coming home or leaving for work. And one day I found one when I was coming home from work, and so I took and put it aside and contacted my landlord because I thought it was hers, and she's like, no, and she's like, just throw it in the dumpster. And then the next day I seen the other one as I was going into work. And when I got there, my boss was like, oh, we don't need you. You can go home. We've got plenty of staff here today or whatever. Like, she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I meant to tell you since you came in yesterday that you don't have to this morning. And I was like, really? And so I was like, well, I get to go home and get the cat out of the road. That way it's not, like complete and total flat roadkill, because that's what people do most of the time. And so I went and picked it up, put it over to the side, because I thought for sure it was one of her cats. And because they're doing a bunch of road crew out here and everything, they ended up burying the cat, and so I didn't have to throw it in the dumpster. Like, I believe in burying your dead animals. I don't know. I've never been in a situation where it's like you have to dispose of them in the other way. Like, but yeah, so I woke up, picked up my phone, and that's the thing too, is like I didn't even mean to go to sleep when I went to sleep last night. Like I read some of the little prints that my friend gave me, and got about halfway through it. Oh, I was like, oh shit, this is a really good book and everything. And like, I don't know, and like while I was laying down right now, it's like I had a tidbit of a dream, because anytime that I have a dream that's like about reality, it's like it comes really quick. And by reality is I mean like actual people that I know or actual things or whatever. It's just like little brief flashes or whatever. Usually my dreams are more abstract and make no sense, I guess is the best way to word it. Or they wouldn't make sense to anybody except for me. And it's like there's a hidden meaning. It's like it's put into metaphors or what the fuck ever, top shit and everything. But, anyways, fucking hell, I'm tired. But, yeah. Apparently I have people hate me, I reckon. Is how I feel since I just woke up and just heard the line that I just heard. And I'm like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? And I'm just like, or is that just coincidence? And so I'm like, I'll just unsubscribe because I can't deal with this like right now. Like, and it makes me sad because I really am like a fan. Like, I even used to have because I've unsubscribed, this makes the second time from this person. And I used to have a playlist of their music, like, that I put in my, like, I just made a list and put their music, their songs that I liked. And when I was stressed out when I was at work, I used to listen to them and stuff and everything. And I don't know, I hate to unsubscribe just because something ticked me off, but at the same damn time, it didn't tick me off in all honesty. It honestly, like, kind of broke, like, a little bit of my feelings. Like, I'm kind of on the verge of crying, and I'm like, don't cry over that because you don't know if that's towards you. And, like, I just woke up and I'm worried about my damn cat being sick, and oh God, I'm so emotional. I'm so fucking emotional all the time because that's my life and that's the things that I've been starved, and so I'm overly sensitive. And I was talking last night in last night's video about being empathic, and it just sucks really bad. But apparently, I've got the message, okay? Never mention another YouTuber in the goddamn video, or if I do, to just go ahead and fucking hang myself. So way to go, YouTube, That's the way that I feel, Like, holy shit. Like, I've barely even been on here. I've been on here 2 months, and I mentioned people's names because I fucking liked them. I used to. Now I don't even give a shit. Like, I do, but I don't. Like, damn. And I unsubscribed from the one guy that, like, I mentioned before that had said a bunch of shit. Like, he said 3 things, and, like, I tried to stay on his channel, but every time I seen him pop up in my feed or whatever, I was just like, I just don't even want to watch him anymore because it ticked me off. Because I have a bad temper, I guess, but it's not even that. It's that I'm tired of bullshit. I've been treated like shit by everybody, and I don't need to be treated like shit by people that I don't even fucking know. And I don't even fucking know them. And that's the thing, too, is like a comment, I guess you could say, that was made, is like trying to act like you know people. I ain't trying to act like I know my family. That's who the hell I know. I know my damn dogs, I know my fucking cats, and I know all the people in this goddamn town that I went to school with, and I know people that know me that I don't even fucking know them, and they only know me because they dated my damn kid's dad, and I'm just like, who are you? But I don't, I just woke up, like, I just fucking can't, like, My mind can't. I honestly want to vomit right now. Like, this is why, like, people do stuff and then they get started and they think that they're, and your kindness is treated like shit, I guess is the best way to word it. And it's like, and you get really depressed because you're like, I'm just fucking, don't. Clarabelle, just don't. I will cry, don't. Oh, God. And then on top of it, I had a dream, like I said. It was just a short one, and it's like, oh, your sister's pregnant again. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then whenever you dream about life, supposedly it's a sign of death. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, my cat just had the runs again. He's had the runs for 3 damn days, and I'm just like, and then I'm trying to reason with myself, well, he's 10 years old, but he acts like he's fine, like I said. So I'm like, okay, stop worry, Wart, and calm down. And then, like, if you dream about births and stuff, it's supposed to mean deaths or sicknesses and stuff in the family. Like, I've heard that my whole fucking life. And even though it's not always been true, and then my kid, and my kid not having any siblings, and then the way that she cried when my youngest niece was born, and it broke up my heart. And then I wake up, and then and a line that they put in there is just like, well, why does everything gotta tie to me? Why am I able to do that? Why am I able to see that? Why does that happen? Or is it literally tied to me and people can't, like, I don't know what the fucking deal is. Because I got on here and I talked about my dad and how when I was a kid he strangled me. And then people on Facebook were sharing this thing. And so I was like, I don't want people thinking that I have some type of fetish in dealing with that. And so I put that out in one of my posts that, like, I don't take that lightly, and it's not funny to me, and it never would be, and I do not have a fetish. And then over the past, month, I guess, I've been looking up clips of the movie 50 Shades of Grey because I've never seen it. And so I've been looking up bits and pieces and getting the storyline of it especially, and like laughing to a degree, and like, is that all? Because like I heard how the movie was so good from so many people, and then even to read the reviews where they're like, oh, it was an intense build up and then it was just like bland, in comparison to what you were expecting in the build up, and then just, and I was like, why did I hear from so many people that it was so good, and everything? Like, it's like the fucking, I don't know, like, I've never watched Paranormal Activity, and it's like, I've heard people say, oh, it's not that scary, and it's nothing. And that's just like some people with Saw that, and I've watched Saw. I've watched like the first 3 Saw movies. And like I actually liked the first one. And the second one was pretty good. And the third one was alright. But like I never cared to watch the others because I don't like stuff like that. Like I don't seek out horror films or anything. And so this thing that was just said, like, watching this morning, and I was just like, I'm like, great. Like, I feel like I need a bottle of wine right about now and just sit and fucking cry. And then even at that, like, I don't even think, like, I don't even know. Why am I put in this situation? Did I do this to myself? Did this person get mad because I mentioned their name in a video because I was a fan? How would I even write them to ask them? And then even at that, people lie all the fucking time. And it's like I just was talking last night about my friend Jennifer and hanging out with her. And how she cared enough to come and check on me because she hadn't heard from me in 3 days. And about how she was like, you don't seem like you're as bad off as you've been made out to be, or as unintelligent as you're made out to be, or you seem to be, and everything. And it's like, that's what I've been trying to do my whole life. Like, it's hard when your family, discredits everything about you. And you're just trying to prove that you're like, like, fucking hell, man. And then I'm done paranoid enough, too, because my ex-husband, like, he used to tell me all the time, he's like, like, whenever we were split up, after we first split up and shit, like, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, is this some type of revenge, based from him? Because there's been things that this person has said that I'm just like, that sounds like that could be directed towards me. That sounds like what I've lived through. That sounds like this and that. And I'm just like, but I don't know him. But does he know somebody I know? Because it's a male, and my husband was all on, oh, I'm related to all kinds of people type shit. And he's like, oh, my brother's in the militia. And as a matter of fact, I've had his, what was it? A mutual friend, like, and I didn't even know her. Like, she just started talking real positive to me through comments on Facebook. And then she sent me a friend request. I accepted it. And then come to find out, she's friends with the brother that's supposed to be in the fucking militia. That's my husband's stepbrother. Then after that, there's been this guy that when I was at work, he used to come in like religiously, is the best way to put it. And he looked like he was part of the church congregation that this guy's over because he's a pastor or whatever, and it's like a motorcycle gang type church out of Tennessee, and it's not even like, I didn't think it was like even bad to any degree or anything, but I've been wondering ever since then, and my husband won't fucking divorce me, and I'm just like, am I being exploited and treated like shit because I told the truth that my husband cheated on me? Like, go ahead and tell the truth about, what went down. Like, I don't even want to get into it because it's very personal, but I'm all about the truth. Like, if my husband was to sit there and say what had happened, that was private between us because I'm pretty sure I had a stroke, a mini stroke, while we were in the bed, and so you can figure anybody can put two and two together if they really want to read up and everything. And I just want to fucking die. Like, holy shit, people! Can I not just? I mean, if it's not people doing it, then it's something bigger than people. If it's not people doing it, and if it's not this, then it's something bigger. And I'm just like, God, why are you doing this to me? I hate myself. And I'm trying to love myself, but I hate myself because I want to be honest. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, don't say that. Don't put that out there. Don't do that. Don't do this. And it's like, stop, train wreck, stop, train wreck ahead, stop, 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 but it's like, I'm just trying to be me. I went my whole life being so suffocated, and it's like, maybe I am bad. It's like, I don't know how many times I've said that in my life because my parents, like my dad, used to beat the hell out of me, and I wouldn't even do anything other than be like, no, I'm not cleaning up my toys right now. And like, I don't know what the hell I'm in. I don't know what the hell life is. All I know is that I've just wanted a normal life. I've wanted a normal chance at life. I wanted parents that were proud of me, at least for graduating, and instead I didn't even graduate, and they weren't even proud that I was going to graduate. They were disappointed, mad, and angry because they were going to have to find a way to pay for it. I wanted parents that, at least when they knew I was dating a guy that was 7 years older than me, that they weren't in a complete and utter state of disappointment and shock when I got pregnant a year after us being together. Like, and if they would have looked any into his reputation, I guess is the best way to put it, they would have seen that that was going to be the outcome. And then my mom, like I said, I told her ahead of time, tried to get on birth control. She didn't give a shit. And then I got pregnant, and I've taken care of my daughter. And I would figure that somebody in my family would be like, hey, she's been a good mom. And instead, they took my kid from me, and they're like, oh, you're not doing it right because you threatened your child one time. What about all the times I got threatened as a child? What the fuck to that? Like, I get threatened all the time. Like, that's what I feel like I just woke up to. Like, I feel like I just got threatened by somebody that I don't even know is what I feel like. Do you know how fucking violating that feels? And, like, if that is the case, then go ahead and do something, buddy. Like, just go the fuck ahead. Like, if it is people, and it is him, and it is what it seems like it is, then just go ahead. Like, damn. I don't know what God's doing with my life. I don't know, like, it's like, why did I have to wake up and this have to be something that this person released, or whatever? Why, why, why? Just why? Just fucking why? And then it's like, was it in regards to me? And then it's like, no, stop being that crazy, and adding things together. But like I said, I've been watching, the 50 Shades of Grey clips over the past month, because I've never watched the movie before. And I was like, I'm never going to watch it because I heard how it was all, over sexualized and shit. And I was like, I'm not about that. And then I was like, but I'm curious. And so I got to watching it and I seen that it had like, some different twists to it. It wasn't just about sex. It was about like a relationship and comedy, a little bit. And, like it wasn't. And then, like I said about my dad, my dad strangled me when I was a kid. And then I got on here and talked about that. And then I got on here and I talked about how, because of a Facebook post that somebody put up, I was like, I don't have some type of fetish, or whatever. And then to hear that this morning when I wake up and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? My nose is trying to run so bad. Stevie, where'd you go? Maybe the one fucking person that's of anything and that I can mention in my goddamn YouTube. Like, I'm pissed, kinda, but I'm hurt, and like, I don't. Because I don't know if there was any. If it's just coincidence. Maybe the one person I can mention in is like Eminem. Like, I've fucking adored him since like he came out. Like, I've always loved his music, and I've talked about that before. And like, I feel like I haven't got any backlash from mentioning that I'm a fan of Eminem, and I hope and pray to God that I never fucking do. Because if I do, I swear to God, I'll probably just fucking kill myself. Like, that's how fucking bad that I feel. And it's like, don't do this to me, God. And and like, I don't mention people's names that I like to try to get some type of fame because I mentioned their fucking name. It's like, I'm just a regular average person, and like, yeah, I've said, that I don't want any type of YouTube fame, and then if I was to ever get any, that like it would be years in the making because I worked my ass up to doing like if anybody sees this and they're religious, all I can say is like, just pray for me, like, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm tired of coincidences that I don't know if they're coincidences or if it's just people being mad at me, but that's the thing too, is it's like, I doubt it, because I mean, they're high, how would they know me, and so it's like, it's just shit in my own subconscious mind, and it's like, but it lines up so fucking well, and I'm just like, what is the message that I'm supposed to get from this? And the only message that I always get is like hate, and what am I supposed to do with that? I mean, am I supposed to view it as love? Am I supposed to be like, oh, that's some bad shit that I mentioned? Hell yeah. And like rock along with like, but then it's not, the context that it's put out in is not friendly, is the best way to word it. And I mean, right about now, like, I'm on the verge of just being like, you know what, I'm just gonna hang YouTube up. I'm gonna delete all my videos, and I'm never gonna say anything ever again. But it's like I promised myself that this was the one thing that I was gonna do, is I was at least gonna get on here and record a video every day, because it's something I'm doing for me. And I might record more than one video, and I might eventually do other videos on other things, but right now I'm just going to do this, and this is something for me, and it's making me feel better, because I don't have any friends that I'm, like, really close to, and, like, I want to put my struggles out there, not to get pity, sympathy, but to show other people that they're not the only ones, and if they're going through shit like I am, where it's just, like, coincidences and smacks in the face all the fucking time. And you're just like, why me? And you're just like, what did I do wrong? And then you can pick it apart and be like, maybe I did this wrong. Because you're used to blaming yourself, and you're used to looking for fault in everything that you do. And apparently there's a fault in me fucking saying who the hell I watch on YouTube, and who the hell I like, and who the hell I'm a fan of. That's the message that I'm getting, and I'm just like, shit, and fuck my life. Carrie. Una, get, please. Go, Una. Una, it's not that I don't like you, it's that you're not gentle. You're a good dog too, Una. Get up here, my dog. Get up. Fucking hell, now my nose is running. And I got the whole fucking, man, it's 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. All I can think is I got the whole fucking day now to think about this shit. My friends at work, so I don't even have it. If I have like a bad meltdown, and I'm like, I can't have a bad meltdown, and like, fucking hell, man. It's like, yes, I'm emotionally weak. Yes, I've always been emotionally weak. Or at least that's the way that I feel. I don't know. I guess I'm just broken. I don't know. Maybe everybody should stay away from me. I don't fucking know. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know why the hell I'm alive. But I'm gonna end this video here because it's just gonna be me sitting here crying, and I don't want to do that to nobody. But I'm gonna let you go. I'll catch you later.